Cyber City Oedo. That's a good anime. Bocce the Rock. That's a good anime. Psychopaths. That's a good anime. Spice and Wolf. That's a good anime. Like the 2024 one. I haven't seen the original one. I've heard it's good though. Standalone Complex. That's a good anime. Dororo. That's a good anime. Dragon Ball Z. Look, I respect it. It laid the groundwork for a lot, and Toriyama is prolific, but I haven't seen it, and there's just too much for me to catch up with. It's probably a good anime. Violet Evergarden. That's a good anime. Belle. That's a good anime. The Tatami Galaxy. That anime is bussin' for real. The Danger's in My Heart. That's a good anime. Osama Ranking. That's a good anime. One Punch Man. That's a good... sorry, are you okay?
Sorry. I thought this booth was empty. I'll clean it later.
No,
I'm really sorry. I'll come back and I'll clean it later.
No, you can come in and clean now if you want. I think I need to do a different take anyway.
If you don't mind me asking, are you a recurring character from videos that Otaku Without Ideas made in 2018 with a voice that sounds just like him doing a shitty impression?
Yeah, I am. How could you tell?
Well, long story, but I'm also a recurring character from videos that Otaku Without Ideas made in 2018 with a voice that sounds just like him doing a shitty impression.
No way! What's your name?
Lexington Smyers.
Ah, yes. You're from that video,
You don't have to pretend you saw it. Kinda glad you haven't, actually.
I see. Well, I'm David Attenborough-senpai. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine. I'm actually a bit of a fan of Waifu Planet.
Really? Well, if you want, I've got some memorabilia from the show in here if you want some. Come on in.
If it's okay.
Sure it is. I will put on some better background music.
Wow, there's a lot more discarded booze in here than I thought there'd be.
Yeah, I need to be at least 5 beers deep before I start recording session.
Does it not affect your performance?
My documentaries are posted on the Otaku Without Ideas YouTube channel. Any level of professionalism would be more effort than it's worth.
I've always been meaning to ask, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but how did Otaku Without Ideas get the rights to distribute the Waifu Planet series?
You see, it was a groundbreaking series, but no one wanted it. After being rejected by the BBC, ITV, and BBW, I got a little desperate. I started thinking about distributing the documentary series online, and I wished that someone would help me do so using a YouTube channel. But, as they say in biological circles, that was a bit of a wild Congolese chimpanzee's poor wish, because in walks Otaku Without Ideas, saying he's got a YouTube channel, and I was too eager to bother actually checking out his channel. So now, I'm stuck here.
Well, working with Otaku Without Ideas has its upsides. There's his great sense of humour and his unique approach to making videos.
He's not in, you know.
Huh?
Otaku Without Ideas is on holiday. He can't hear you right now.
Oh, well in that case, I can't stand that prick.
Amen to that.
Always strutting around thinking that he's some sort of genius because he decided to post his lukewarm anime opinions in video format. Some of these days I just want to kick him right in his link in the description.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, sorry. Sometimes I find myself saying link in the description. It's a verbal tick. I'm trying to go to speech therapy about it. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. It's something you do not have any control over.
Thank you for your understanding.
But I'm curious, Smiles. Which video were you from?
It was the one with the bad audio mixing.
You're going to have to be much more specific.
The 2018 one with the bad audio mixing and the pointless live action sections.
Still way more specific.
I'll get it up on my phone. It was, this one.
Wait, I've heard about that. That's the one where he wears a pillowcase over his head while he's supposedly being threatened at gunpoint.
Yep.
Was his Zoidberg mask in the wash or something?
The mask wasn't in the picture at the time. This was back when he still called the channel Metaknuckles 1642. Funny story, actually. I was only involved with that video because his friend, who was trying to film it with, was busy that weekend and, well, he said he was busy. I think he was just making an excuse not to appear in that train wreck.
I'm perplexed he even still went ahead with making it, let alone keeping it up on the channel to this day.
He felt he needed to film it because, you see, in early 2018, he was trying to sow the seeds of a Meta Knuckles 1642 storyline. Imagine Nostalgia Critic skits, except instead of interrupting movie reviews, they would interrupt self-indulgent anime analysis videos.
Bad video essays coupled with live-action skits that took themselves way too seriously. Was he trying to become an anime version of Linkara?
Nah, Linkara could at least get others to appear in his vids. This was much closer to an anime version of Movie Bob.
Ew.
An anime version of early 2010s Movie Bob.
Ew. Did he also fanatically simp for Nintendo?
No, he didn't.
Oh, thank goodness.
He would fanatically simp for Suyu from My Hero Academia instead.
Of course he did.
You know what they say, 2018 otaku without ideas is just 2017 otaku without ideas plus one.
Who says that saying?
I'll be honest, it's just me who says that. I'm the only person on earth who's seen every otaku without ideas video.
I'm sorry to hear about that. I would not wish that upon my worst enemy.
Believe me, no one was gladder than I when he stopped doing the live-action skits. I think the last one he did was back in 2019, I think it was. It was the How I Make Videos sketch he did.
That's the one where it's just him failing to act while uncomfortable silence plays in the background.
Yeah, kind of like what we're doing now.
Yes, except obviously we're not acting.
True that.
If this was a real conversation, this would seem pretty stilted.
Long story short, he killed the skits off. A rare streak of self-awareness must have done it.
He could still bring it back, you know.
Nah, he's not stupid enough to try that one.
Unless what?
He could try uploading it at a weird time and claim it to be ironic.
The old April Fool's gambit. That's a scarily likely idea. It's not below otaku without ideas to just put on a facade of self-awareness so he can lampshade all criticism away.
That's the way he likes it. Only putting in enough effort to make it look like he's not putting in any effort, so people don't feel disappointed enough to tell him to improve.
Now, seriously, if someone was to comment actual criticism on a video, he'd have no idea what to do.
He wouldn't bring back character skits, though. I mean, he made those videos back when he had 12 subscribers and shit content. Now, he's got over 1,000 subscribers.
He's still making shit content, no? What's stopping him?
He still wouldn't, because he can't find anyone else besides me to act in them.
Couldn't he just get some of the people he's collabed with to lend their voices to the skits?
Otaku Without Ideas doesn't actually have any collab partners. He's just pretending to.
So, the people he's collabed with don't know he's collabed with them?
No. More like, the people he's collabed with don't exist.
I don't catch your drift.
You know how people have sock puppet accounts? Well, he's got sock puppet channels. All of them, all the people he's collabed with, they're all sock puppets played by me to make it look like Otaku Without Ideas is capable of human connection.
Really?
Take Mr. Carablahos, for example. To you, that just seems like a regular channel that happens to have collabed with Otaku Without Ideas once or twice. But it's actually a ruse, because there is no Mr. Carablahos. It's me doing an impression.
I just put a voice like this and everyone assumes I'm someone else. The same is true for the others as well. Even for the LARP that is the Republic of Karavlahistan.
What about Troggerful?
Troggerful? Was played by me.
But that cannot be. I've seen him live on Twitch. He's got a face cam and everything.
Oh, that? Yeah. That's just an elaborate VTuber model. The voice and gameplay though, all me, baby.
Even Natsumi.
Especially Natsumi.
Okay then, say something Natsumi would say.
Okay. Random school idol drama?
That's not the way Natsumi would say it.
Oh yeah, I know. I was just getting warmed up first. Random school idol drama!
I stand corrected. You really are all of those channels.
I know, it's pretty links in description. Pretty neat, huh?
It was absolutely uncanny. I mean, the accent changing alone was weird enough, but the fact you can also make your voice sound like it's coming through different qualities of microphone is kinda spooky, honestly.
It's nothing much, really.
Well, I suppose it comes in handy being able to do a full Super Origami Kingdom's worth of voices.
Super Origami what?
Super Origami Kingdom. They're a group channel. They were quite big in the Paper Mario fandom.
I don't know that much about the Paper Mario games. No, I've seen a lot of Hotel Mario memes.
Well, they were centered around this guy called Dogs Eating Dogs 6. But basically everyone in that group had a rantsona. Then all of them would play other characters as well, and they barely script anything. It was so funny.
Rantsona? Oh, so they're a commentary channel.
I guess you could say that they did reviews, though it mainly tended to be movies that were popular to rant about in the animation reviewer community. In fact, I'm pretty sure they word for word copied JonTron in one of their videos. You don't come for the subject matter. You come for how irrationally angry they get over small details of kids' movies. The whole thing is peak small YouTube channel.
Kind of reminds me of that video that, Problems with the Bob the Builder reboot that suddenly got recommended to everyone in 2018. Just remembered that.
Oh yeah, that was a thing that happened. I genuinely forgot that everyone got recommended that video. We did get a good Lemon vid out of it though.
I should probably thank it too. That was early 2018. More eyes on that Bob the Builder video meant less eyes on a video Otaku Without Ideas made with me in it.
Come to think of it, Super Origami Kingdom's a little different, like... Where do I even start? I could talk about them for a whole podcast's length.
We're already in a recording studio. We might as well make it a podcast.
We really should. We could call it the Ass Podcast.
I beg your link in description.
Our names are Attenborough Senpai and Smiles, so we could abbreviate that to ASS, which also just happens to spell out the name of one of my favourite equine species. We could really make ass a brand.
I don't think the podcast idea would work. There's already an ass podcast out there and it's called Talk Tour. It's a bit of an oversaturated market too.
There are some really great podcasts out there though, such as The Weekly Weeb.
True, link in description. Pardon, I meant to say true. Can't wait for them to return.
It's worth giving Hugo and Jacob their time with it though, since they're both doing a lot with their lives at the moment.
Screw a podcast, how about we just go to the pub or something?
That sounds brilliant. I'll turn off the recording. Just press this button here and voila! Let's go get shit-faced. There's a good pub there here called the Two Hares and Yukai. They do wonderful
Hang
gin.
on, that just turned off the video. Microphone's still on. See, it's picking us up now.
Really? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry. Oh my goodness, yes, it's still on. Bit of an embarrassing confession. I don't know how to turn off this microphone. Usually Otaku Without Ideas is here during a recording session, and he's the one who manages that.
What does Otaku Without Ideas usually do in these sessions?
Crack awkward jokes, breathe through his mouth, and ask if I've ever played Titanfall 2.
No, I mean, what does he usually do to turn off the microphone?
Oh, right. In that case, he presses some kind of button.
There's this big red button over here. There's a note on it that says, "The Song of My People." I think that's Otaku Without Ideas handwriting.
Song of My People. Oh, maybe that's what he calls the song that's in the credits of all his videos.
Oh, you mean the Again remix by Astrophysics?
Yes, it's a really great remix, and you should go and check it out.
Link in description. Sorry, do you think pressing the button will just start the credits?
Yeah, probably, but don't press it just yet. I'll finish reading the ASMR script, and you press it down when I'm done.
Okay, well, my finger's on the button. After you, Mr. Attenborough Senpai.
Cheers. Dallas. That's a good anime. Space Dandy. That's a good anime. The Pet Girl of Sakuraso. That's a good anime. Like and subscribe. If you press that button yet... Oh my ear!
I didn't know it would do that. I'll try pressing it again.
I think that made it worse. Just get out of here.
Why would he even have a button that does that?
I have no idea. Like, the Nene stuff I can understand, but the rest just feels a bit too random.
That gives me a thought. Has Momo Suzu Nene become this channel's new Suyu?
Shit, maybe he has. I mean, I won't know for sure, but I really don't want to ask him. Some things I'm just good with not knowing. Is anything going to turn it off?
Afraid not. Nothing's going to cut off the speakers short of an EMP.
An EMP, you say?
Yeah. Have you got one?
No, I was just checking that's what you said.
Oh, I see. No problem. Obviously, it's a bit loud with all of the, I could try pulling out the wires.
Do you have gloves?
No, but I can just use my hands.
That's rather dangerous.
Nah, it'll be fine. All I have to do is...
Spires!
I think that turned it off.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all good.
I just watched electricity shoot through your body as both of your arms exploded. It was like that skeleton from the first scene of Terminator 2. Are you really sure you're all good?
Oh, that... Not much. 'tis but a...
Don't finish that reference. I just watched 2 of your limbs get turned into a red haze. That image will never leave my mind. So don't you make a Monty fucking Python reference.
Fine, I won't reference Holy Grail. Otaku without ideas music selection does that enough. I'm really sorry about the mess.
Don't apologise. Just so long as you're okay, that's all that matters.
Still, there's bits of charred flesh everywhere and... Oh, my blood's now gone into the soundproofing foam.
Someone will probably come along and clean it. You're the cleaner, aren't you?
Yeah, I am the cleaner. It's why I came in initially.
Sorry. It would probably be a bit rude of me to ask you to wash all that out.
I made this mess, so it falls on me to clean it.
At least let me help. I'll grab your mop and... Oh, that's where it was.
Where's what? Oh, that's the audio off switch. I thought it was just a light switch.
Me too.
Give it a tap, will you?
Yeah, sure thing. This video's gone on long enough anyway.
By the way, if I'm really you, doesn't that mean you hate Love Live Nijigasaki too?